Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got my October wrap up for you. Alright, so October has actually been probably my best reading month all year. I finished 6 books and I'm working on my 7th, which I know I probably won't finish this month. So let's dive into what all I read this month. So the first book that I finished this month was on my Kindle, and that was Backwoods Beast. This was a short story by Claire Cray. This is kind of like a horror meets romance short story. It's about werewolves. Our main character is human and he happens to break down in the backwoods of Oregon, and he's stuck in this tiny town with a broken down car and a town turning into werewolves, and this one got a 3.5 out of 5 stars. So the second book that I finished this month was Seven Deadly Shadows. This is the bookish box, extra cool cover. Here's the original. I really liked Kira as a character, and I also really like Shiro. Shiro is like, he has a little place in my heart now because he's just so sweet and he is like the best kitsune ever, and I just love him. This was also a lot creepier than I was expecting it to be. This one straight up went to dark places and I really enjoyed it. I mean, this book was so good that I actually highlighted in it some of my favorite lines, and of course I can't find any of them now. And I just kind of liked the like sarcastic tones of this girl. Like, you trust me with a sword? Me? Really? Like, that was hilarious and so funny to me, and kind of like breaking like the usual stereotypical, sure, I can handle a sword with no training. I really enjoyed that kind of aspect to this. This book is like really great, and I liked that it took all of some really great influences from a lot of different like anime into it. So if you're a fan of like Bleach or Blue Exorcist or Death Note or Inuyasha, this is probably a book that you're gonna really enjoy. This was really good. This one got a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Okay, so the next book that I finished in October was The Raven King. This is the second book in the All for the Game trilogy. This book hurt so much. Like, it left my emotions in a little burning pile of rubble. Like, it hurt. So this book picks up right after the first one ended. I'm dealing with the death of a teammate and like trying to bring the team together as a whole and be cohesive and learning to like each other, or at least tolerate each other. We also got to see a lot of Neil and Kevin bonding, and seriously, this one got a full 5 out of 5 stars. I wasn't expecting this one to hurt as much as it did. Okay, so the next book that I finished this month was also another ebook. So this one was Thirsting for More by Claire Cray. This one was a vampire romance kind of. It was also a short story. This one I didn't like nearly as much as Backwoods Beast, but I really did like that Cal got to call Ira out on his homophobic bullshit, which was so good. And they kind of had this mutual pining, unrequited love kind of thing going back and forth, and it was really angsty and like a lot of misunderstandings, and it was just interesting and so good. This one got a solid 3 stars, and I would really like to see more of Cal and Ira as, you know, their relationship develops, because I feel like I just only got like a taste and I want more of them. Okay, so next up I read my graphic novel for the month, which was Mooncakes. This was just so sweet, and I really enjoyed the art style of this, and I also I really loved the representation in this book. So we have Nova, who is deaf. We also have Tam, who is non-binary. I really enjoyed this because it was so cute, and also felt really nice to see deaf characters represented in this, as well as, you know, non-binary characters. And I really like that both of these characters didn't let anybody use those things against them, and in fact Nova used her magic powers on her hearing aids to create a diversion spell, which was really cool. And you know, they also got to defeat an evil cult, so that's cool. And I really like this because Nova and Tam were kind of childhood sweethearts, and then they got to rekindle that in this, and it's just so adorable. And like the colors and like the family aspect was just so cute, and like it was just really sweet. This one got a solid 4 out of 5 stars. So then the next book that I finished was also an ebook. So this was In Strange Woods by Claire Cray. So this is like the first full-length book that I've read by them. So this one I think I will be doing a full review for in November, so keep an eye out for that. In Strange Woods is probably one of the most atmospheric books that I've read. It is basically Pacific Northwest Gothic at its absolute finest. So you can almost smell the salt from the ocean as you read this book. You could smell the leaves and feel like the shadows creeping. So having grown up in the Northwest my whole life, this book felt like home. It is steeped in Pacific Northwest. That's all you really need to know. This book is so good. It's kind of mystery, thriller, romance. It's just really good. This one got a full 5 out of 5 stars. You should definitely check this book out. It's so good. Okay, and then the very last book that I know I'm not going to finish this month is The Raven Boys. I'm about 100 pages in, like almost exactly 100 pages in, and I'm filming this the day before it's going up, so I know I'm not going to finish 300 pages in the next day and a half. So this book is pretty awesome so far, and I can see why people are loving this. I feel like there's some places in this where I'm just like a little bit confused, but also I'm just like, okay, let's go. So that's what I'm feeling so far on The Raven Boys. So this one may make its way into my TBR pile for November too, so we'll see. Alright, so that is everything that I read in October. I think my favorite book this month would have to be, oh, that's a tie between In Strange Woods and The Raven King. Like, I couldn't choose between the two. Those are like my top favorite books for the month. What did you guys read this month? Did you have a favorite book? Let me know down below. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't already and would like to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys.